Hello, everyone. I know it's a long time since people seeing me. A lot of things have happened since then in the world of politics and in other circles too. Um, and I have a lot to catch up on. So yeah, I start with this, and geez, everybody's messaging me one time as soon as it's loud. But basically, I think I could have told you this, to be totally honest. At the back of my mind, I knew this wouldn't happen. That Leo, our good friend Leo, the Taoiseach, um, would not basically nothing to be done. Basically, it'd be all forgiven, all's forgotten. Not a peep, not a word. You think the media be an uproar demanding the government be gone straight away because Leo, again, we have to be honest with ourselves here. Anybody has to be honest with ourselves. Um, that if it was an investigation, Jesus Christ, it must have been a very shit investigation. Because let's be fair, he did break the law. And he kind of did admit it himself, in fairness. But he did, and he should have faced some kind of reprimand. But basically, all's forgiven, all's forgotten. Go among your business, do whatever you want, Leo. We're not going to do anything. So basically, fuck all is going to be done. And basically nothing's going to be done. It's all forgotten. Same as Golfgate. Funny enough, we see in the United Kingdom, we'll talk about that in a second. But all's forgotten here. All's forgotten. Golfgate's forgotten and all that. The went to court, nothing was done. Basically, was said the judge more or less said, "Oh, these are good people. They done a mistake. Only citizens get thrown in prison for. But these are good people, politicians. They're very trustworthy people, including Leo and all that. But it's insane. Like, let's be fair, and no pushback at all from the media or from the general Irish public. There should be an uproar because again, this is a high position. Again, at the time he was Taoiseach, he was the Prime Minister technically. In other words, it's like a very high position. You're trusted with state documents, very sensitive state documents, as this was too. Not in terms of national security or anything like that, but there were state documents that were not supposed to be shared with the general public or to anybody outside government ministers or senior civil servants. And he broke that code of conduct. And basically nothing's going to be done about it. So lovely, isn't it? We all knew it would happen. Same as say Golfgate. Nothing was done about it. The same as what happened in Westminster. But again, down the street was like bloody a fucking nightclub. Excuse my language, but it was like a nightclub because of parties every day of the week. And he didn't even know it was a party. Boris Johnson. He didn't know it was a party. He wasn't told that it was a party. And now, unfortunately, Boris is gone. He's trying to hold on. But yeah, he wasn't told it was a party. But again, at least, again, the funniest fact, and we'll talk about this later on, the Metropolitan Police basically said there was no evidence of a party, even though there was pictures and everything under the sun telling them there was. That was the first response. There was no evidence of a party. So yeah. But at least in fairness, the amount of public backlash and the media backlash because people were in uproar in England, which should have been a bigger uproar here. At the time Golfgate was a bigger uproar here. But it kind of just blew over after a few weeks. There should have been, it should still be rolling on to this day, saying this government should be gone. Because let's be fair, there was citizens' charge, and still to this day, I see people being brought up for breaking the 5k rule. Do you remember the 5k rule, which made no difference to anybody? It made basically nothing. It done nothing for anybody. It caused more pain and suffering. And again, apparently, if you go outside your 5k, you get something. Didn't make much sense. Let's be fair, but still they're prosecuting people over it, and you couldn't make it up. Let's be fair. If I sat here and tried to make up a story, you couldn't make it up. Like, you honestly couldn't make up Clown World, because this is Clown World at the moment. Actually, it's bloody fucking, I don't know what you would call this. At the moment, it's well gone past Clown World. It's on another level. But yeah, long story short, nothing's going to be done with Leo. He's going to be still there. All's forgiven, all's forgotten. Next election will be all forgotten about too. No, yeah, because again, this country, they seem to have everybody in this country seems to forget. Like, after 2 or 3 weeks after something happens, they seem to just forget that it even happened. I don't even think people even remember Golfgate. It should be literally in the paper every day of the week, demanding the government resign. Or that every one of them should be kicked out of the Senate, or every one of them that was there. And again, there was nothing mentioned about what was the other guests, the fudge funds there. There wasn't anything mentioned about the guests, along with the senators, along with the minister. There was nothing mentioned about the fudge funds and about the housing developers there. But again, and how was the Supreme Court judge there? And I could go on, a European commissioner that was on his phone, that apparently somebody told the Garda commissioner that he was caught on his phone by a member for Garda Síochána Conall. And how did the Garda, why was the Garda commissioner not told? Why did the Garda not give him a fixed penalty notice or give him a fine for being on his phone? Again, all these questions have been forgotten about and nothing's been asked. Again, where's these journalists? These journalists, where are they? Where are they? Because they're nowhere to be found here. The God knows what they're on about in this country. But the questions continue. But anyway, I talk about Boris later on. I have a few videos I have to catch up on. I have to address a few other things too in Longford. So I will do that in a while, hopefully, when I get a chance. Thank you.